Do you think today's athlete has more care or is more in tuned with culture?
Culture.
No, not NBA culture or sports culture or basketball culture. Right? So I'm thinking of like,
No.
No?
Are you talking about culture? No.
We here now. We here. Yeah. It's in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Woo!
What is going down, y'all? It's Pizza in the Break Room, episode 129. We got the homie T. Hot Shot, Couture J, and we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Because today is Tuesday. That's the day we usually operate on. And get back to a little bit of normalcy. And speaking of normalcy,
Oh boy.
the Raptors won, so
That's normal?
it feels normal.
That's normal?
It does feel normal because lately they've been on a losing streak, a 4-game losing streak, and it didn't feel normal considering we were on a 9-game winning streak prior to that. So winning ways kind of feels normal now. So getting back to the win column, bringing us back to third place in the East, feels good.
There's 82 basketball games in a season.
Yeah,
And you're telling me that winning feels good?
yeah.
All right, so how many wins do the Raptors have to keep that feeling of, we should have won? We go into every game thinking you're going to win, basically, is what you're telling me. Most games? Highly confident in your team?
I say 48 to 52 games.
48 to 52 games.
Yeah. So right now I believe we're at like 15 and 11
NBA standings.
or 16 and 11. That's 27 games.
16 and 11. So they're currently, what's that? So 16 and 11. So
Times 3. What's 16 and 11 times 3? It's just quick maths.
48 and 33. Means close.
Close.
That's 81 basketball games. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's 81 basketball
wow.
games. Right?
Oh, wow.
All right, I think. Anyways, what's beeping? Are we good? You're good?
Yeah.
All right, just double checking. All right, so 16 and 11. What's that? What is that? That is like what now? How many percentage points is that? So that is 593. 59% of the games they're winning. Hey Siri, what's 59% of 82?
It's 48.38.
So this will keep you going, at least to the playoffs.
I'll be good with that.
Yeah.
I'll be good with that.
All right. All that to say.
I'll be good with that. I'll feel comfortable. That'll allow me to be able to go to the Raptors games and experience wins.
It's funner. But you don't have a good record this year. You're under 500.
No, we're over 500.
No. You.
Oh, I'm 500.
500?
Yeah.
What if it's upstairs or downstairs you're sitting?
If I'm upstairs, I'm at 0.
Oh man, so you got to be sitting downstairs.
Yeah, 100% at downstairs.
Yeah, authenticity.
Yeah, man. But the last game was good. Raptors versus Miami. They were both on a 4-game losing streak, so they both, I'm sure, wanted to be the one to break that losing streak.
And Scotty Barnes
was doing the Scotty Barnes thing. Had a 18-point double-double. Jamal Shed, my guy, I like him as the point guard. He gave us 10 assists.
So what, you want Quigley on the bench?
I don't necessarily want him on the bench, but
It doesn't matter who starts, it's who finishes.
I just like that Jamal Shed comes in and is able to do his thing. Quickly is a threat, so I like him being the threat that he is. I just don't want him getting too out of control. like shooting. Like
I mean, Shed does get some shooting on though. Good shots though. Mostly.
Yeah.
Good shots.
Yeah.
Through the offense.
Yeah. I don't think Shed gets the paycheck that allows him to be able to shoot unconsciously. Quickly does.
Touche. I'll give you that. So your Raptors won. Feeling normal. It is December. And in December, the Bills win.
As you said, yeah.
We're feeling pretty normal in December so far. We had a lot of... I got this one guy at my work. He's a Patriots fan.
All right.
He walked by me quiet this week because we're on different floors. I saw him crossing the bridge. He just gave me like a regular. And I didn't have the time to stop and talk to him.
Right.
To be like, hey man, how was that game? How was that game on Sunday? You know, the one where the Bills were down 21 points. You shouldn't be down 21 points in the first place, but it's a weird feeling. See, like as a Raptors fan, you want to feel good. There's a different feeling as a Bills fan now.
Bills are down 21 points to who?
The New England Patriots. Who are, I think they were currently in second place overall. They had won 10 straight games. We're going into New England. Bills were favored by about a point and a half, depending on where you were looking. They do have the reigning MVP on their team, so, one might say that nothing surprising happened on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was just surprising the way they do it, but it's good to have the best player on your team. It's always good to have the best player on your team, and Josh Allen's that guy. He's breaking records. It's great. So December's feeling good and normal because we're winning the games that people possibly don't think we should.
Mm-hmm.
We're right back in it for the number 1 seed right now, or the number 2 seed, because I'm panicking. This is the last season at Highmark Stadium, also known as the Ralph. They're moving across the street. But this is going to sound bad. I had taken for granted that they were going to have a home playoff game. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the...
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go... By now,
yeah,
I would have gone to a game already.
Right. Okay.
All right? By now, I would have been to a game.
Yes.
And I didn't want to go to like the third game of the year. Maybe the season opener, missed that. So I want to go to the last game, and I was like, shit. I would have, certain things, I would have gone to the playoff games. But they might not have a playoff game at home. So they are playing, Josh Allen is playing right now to let me watch them in a playoff game at home. I mean, I could go to the Jets game, but I don't want to go to the Jets game. It's the last game of the season. Even though it's the last game at the Ralph, maybe it's more important to go to the first game at the new one.
Maybe you just save your money and you go to the Super Bowl.
That's why I like you, guy. Fair.
Right? You just save your money and go to the Super Bowl, because that's what it's all about, right?
You know what? Everybody, you got some loose change in your pocket? People still carry change. You carry change, guy?
No,
Not really?
I store my change in a secret, secret place.
As soon as you get it, it's gone?
No, I just put it down in a little special place inside the car.
Right. You got he's got like $700 in coins in his bag. Anywho, you seem like more than an NBA fan than anything else.
That's it.
That's it?
This NBA fan, NCAA soccer fan, only when my son's playing.
Right. So if I said, are you a fan like
Big
that?
shouts out to the Washington soccer team. Men's soccer team won the championship last night. Congratulations to y'all. But yeah, NBA fan. Raptor fan.
You think it's different than an NFL fan, or if you're just a fan of sport? What is it? Can you be just a fan of sport and enjoy both? Are NBA and NFL fans different? Is that too broad of a question?
I think NBA fans and NFL fans are a different breed of fans. First of all, I think there's a lot more dopamine offered to you as a NBA fan. You get to get your highs more often. You get your basketball fix more often, like maybe 7 days a week. All right. And even if there are NFL games happening like multiple times a week, your team's only playing once, right? Maybe twice. But as a NBA fan, you can get like your team 4 times in a week, right? So if, for instance, the Raptors lose tonight, get me upset because I mean they definitely change the trajectory of how my day goes if they lose. Right, so they change it for they give me a negative impact when they lose, but if there's a possibility they play back to back, so they can fix me back up tomorrow. Right, so I think there's that, being an NBA fan, which differs from being an NFL fan, and also what I seem to see is that people are loyal to their teams. Like there's this guy just a while ago, I asked him, "Who's your team?" NFL team, just before you got in here. He says, Vikings. I said, like, how the hell do you how do you become a Vikings fan?
Randy Moss. Randy Moss?
I don't know. He's too young to know Randy Moss. So I'm like, how the hell do you become a Vikings fan?
I mean, the kids got the YouTube nowadays. You never know. Watch some Randy Moss clips. You could be a fan of Randy Moss real quick.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, somebody else said they're a Miami fan. I said, how the fuck are you a Miami fan? They're the worst team in the league. He goes, oh, my dad was a Miami fan, so I'm a Miami fan.
Well, that's like, how can you be a Bills fan?
I can see how you could be a Bills fan living in Toronto.
True.
But like Vikings, like, how do you get there?
Well, where does he live?
Lives in Marco.
So I think it's different. Is it different? Yeah, it's a little bit different, right?
So
no,
you are a football fan.
I think I'm more of I'm an NBA fan as well.
Okay, but I'm not an NFL fan at all.
Right.
So you're a fan of both.
Yes.
You love the NBA.
Yes.
You love the NFL.
Yes.
The way I see it, I feel like you love the NFL more than you love NBA. That's just the way I see it. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But as an NBA fan and an NFL fan, what is the difference in fandom for you?
I mean, for me personally, it's really no difference. My team are my team, ride or die. Like, I don't like people who switch teams and stuff. Like, my team's been my teams from time G. If I take a step back and look at it, I think good point about how many games there are, but also I guess for the NFL, then it's just more concentrated. Like my life at some point is built around Sundays. Like, remember how big of a thing it was, like, you know, to miss a Bills game for any kind of sort of reason, or I'm at a party watching the Bills game, right? So there's that. But I think on a bigger scale, I think the difference with sport is that, or those two sports, I think, is the players become you're more intimate with an NBA player than you are with a football player.
Okay.
I mean, on a wider scale, like, the helmets mean something. Like, you walk down the street, you might walk by some people. You might walk by the 5th best guy on the Buffalo Bills, right? Okay, you might not walk by Josh Allen, right? Maybe if you're a fan, you know what James Cook looks like. But after that, like, who the fuck, right? So people apparently, some sports psychologists would say, there's something to how you connect with the player when you compare those two sports.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I think like a Bills game can get rowdy. I think I'm blessed with being in very good fandoms. I think, especially with the Bills and the Raptors. Like, the Raptors travel well, the Bills travel well. Bills home games are crazy. Raptors home games are crazy. There's always like some, people, and maybe it's partly the Toronto thing, but it's Buffalo as well. Is like, it's a different crowd in Toronto. I even remember there was wrestling back in the day. What was it? I forget, what was it, a WrestleMania? It must have been a WrestleMania, but it was like Hogan versus The Rock, and it was just like the first 5 minutes of that match was just how the crowd was reacting.
Really?
Right? It was, because I think at that time Hogan must have been bad. I think it was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, I'm pretty sure, right?
Okay.
So he was the bad guy, but he came out, and the Toronto fans just had a respect of the moment. You know what I mean? So and I know people will say Toronto fans this and Toronto fans that, Americans, but like they come up in the place and like Toronto fans mash up the place. Blue Jays fans even, they go to Seattle and they mash up the place, right? Bills fans everywhere.
Okay.
Right? That's a thing that I'm blessed by that.
Okay.
I don't know about other people and their fandoms.
Right.
Like I know people tell me that the Bills tailgate's best tailgate. Right? There were some clients came and they went to the Raptors game. They're like, yo. I'm like, what? They're like, that was an experience.
Really?
And I was like, really?
So we take things for granted sometimes, huh?
I guess so. When you really look at it. So.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't know how good things you got until you don't got them.
Word to Big Bird on that.
Hashtag Pascal Siakam.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Work with me here now. We're going to go with today's athlete. So we're sticking on sports, right?
All right.
Do you think today's athlete has more care or is more in tuned with culture?
Culture.
No, not NBA culture or sports culture or basketball culture. Right? So I'm thinking of like,
No.
No?
Are you talking about culture? No.
No?
I think athletes of yesteryear.
And culture could be mainstream, even mainstream culture. So outside of just basketball culture.
I think athletes of yesteryear were more involved or in tune with culture. For example, the first person I think of is Muhammad Ali. He was very in sync with culture. And I suppose like his culture, at least for sure. Right? And his in syncness with his culture is what created the phenomenon around him, meaning like he was so I guess like pledged allegiance to his culture that he decided to give up his sport. Right? Where I don't think there's anybody that would give up their sport for their culture, for their stance in their culture. And when I say culture, like Muhammad Ali being a black man, but also just thinking that I'm an American and I don't agree with the war that you guys are fighting, and you guys want me to be a soldier in this war. I will not.
As you say that, I think of a couple of examples, but I think on a broader scale, absolutely 100%. Because I was like, Kaepernick. And I was like, Kaepernick. But Kaepernick's like, that's cheese for me to combat Muhammad Ali with Kaepernick, because Kaepernick is a one-off in these days.
Right.
Holding to something true. Like he was the 1 out of 100, 1 out of a million, whatever you want to call it, to be able to do that. So is it more... and it's funny, now we're more, these folk, these players, these athletes, they're more available to us. So is that the problem then? Because they're more available, then it's just like, well, I
don't necessarily think it's because they're more available. What I believe is that it's because they are more of a brand themselves now. They are more marketable. They are more... They worry more about the dollar behind their name and how that might be affected with their involvement in culture. So that might be a thing of why they maybe don't involve themselves. And I'm saying culture as if it's like has to be political. I don't know if that's the question that you're getting at. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. Just culture in general. Political is a part of it, I guess.
Okay.
Like Jordan was never political.
Right.
As you talk about the athlete now, I'm like, there are some athletes who created their brands despite of all, Charles Barkley, I am not a role model.
Right.
Right? Jordan at that time really wasn't a outgoing guy to, want to truly build people that liked him. People came because they respected him and he was good for
Well,
them.
I think he was.
But then he dove into it after a point.
Yeah, he was the quintessential spokesperson for.
I think it's the opposite way that you talk about the guys today, though. So because he oozed machismo, stuff came to him.
Like his whole, the stuff, right.
Right? As opposed to now you're trying to curate the brand that you talk about, that the athlete might be talking about,
So,
now,
okay.
the money behind it and shit
so
like that.
I think Jordan is a product of the media machine, the marketing machine, right? I think that's basically what Jordan was. Jordan was great, and the brands and the league said, okay, we got something here. We're going to piggyback off of this greatness. We're going to build our brand, the NBA. We're going to build our brand, Nike. We're going to build our brand, Gatorade. We're going to build our brand, McDonald's, off of the back of this great man.
You got to see
Now,
that's how I dream to be.
Someone who maybe
I dream I
someone who didn't do that now,
I dream I groove.
who despite the corporations fighting against him, led culture, and that would be a man like Allen Iverson, who nobody was trying to build their brands off of Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was just being himself.
That's what brought it, though, right?
And led culture.
Right, his authenticity.
His authenticity.
So those are to me, I think those are the people that come and are more cross-cultured, I guess, that go across the cultures. That doesn't matter, right? Everybody likes Allen Iverson.
Everybody does.
Right? It doesn't matter where you're from to a point. And then there were the people that didn't like Allen Iverson because he was Allen Iverson, and then he won. When I say he won,
yeah, like he was a winner. Like
he was a winner, relatively speaking. Right. Yes. I think, and I guess that's the question. Does that, like, how many? I don't want to say how many shitty players. You know what I mean? Like, how many shitty players really do have a brand? Because nowadays they do. Before, shitty players didn't have a brand. Before, there was one fucking shoe that came out. There wasn't Team Jordan. All right? Like, now everybody's got a shoe.
Who affects culture now?
Who affects culture now? I'm going to go with...
Any sport. Like, which athlete would you say is synonymous with culture or influences culture?
It's a good question. Because when you started, I was going to say the media. It's more of the machine now than anything, but who moves culture? It's the media, man, because it's the New York people. Mm-hmm. It's the LA people. It's the Shoheis driving culture in a different way, opening up culture, kind of.
Oh, Shohei, yeah, right? That's big. Shohei is big, that's right.
But LA, right?
LeBron is quote unquote the GOAT. I mean, it might have gotten to a point now where you can't even argue it. 40 I mean, how many years? Anyways, 23 years in the league. Mm-hmm. So I mean, just time alone might just make the argument like unarguable.
It might.
but is he
on the next episode? But does he drive culture? How does he? What's his culture? What's LeBron's legacy outside of basketball? And that's making it sound small. It really is. But this is the conversation. What's LeBron leaving behind?
Well, he has media platforms.
Yeah.
He has I think a studio, film studio.
And that's the way we should look at it, right?
I think so. I'm sure there's probably some businesses. I'm not too sure if he's in tech or not, but he definitely has his hands in a lot of things. But do people revere LeBron the way that they would revere Jordan or Iverson?
I'm gonna say no. And as I'm looking at some names that we got scattered around the board here,
okay,
I don't think athletes drive culture. And that's wild to say in general.
Does Shay drive culture right now?
No, as I keep continuing to think it, it's not that they're in tune with I'm not changing they're in tune with the culture, but they're just a part of the culture. It goes back to like Shay is just, to me, he also oozes machismo. Right? So he's also winning. So he wins. And he's got that...
Le certain je ne sais quoi.
yeah. Right? And because of both of those things
And he does a
together-
good interview too.
Yeah. It's quite witty. He's got good Instagram captions as well. That's just what it is. And I think you find less of that in sports nowadays, which is why I say athletes don't really drive the culture. There's some of it, and some of it is because there's some of it just because you're the best player. Some of it, like some guys are good and got.
How about this culture for your team? There's a guy, Dylan Brooks. I believe he carries with him culture. So, for instance, when he was in Memphis was a hard-nosed team. He left them, and now like nobody even thinks about Memphis in that regard anymore. He went to Houston, hard-nosed team. Now he's gone from Houston to Phoenix, and they're noticeably like a scrappy team now. I believe his energy and aura brings or creates culture where he goes.
I got 3 things. I'm not going to remember all of them.
Okay.
Dylan Brooks has come a long way from developing as a basketball player,
Yes, sir.
to legitimize himself as a basketball player and not make it all about his
Antics.
yes.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay.
I still don't like Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
That's number 2. And Dylan Brooks, there's a point where that isn't enough too, right? So the part where he legitimized himself as a basketball player still doesn't allow what happened the other day against LeBron to happen. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, they lost the game specifically because of his antics.
But they got back into the game because of his antics.
So
He's the reason. His tenacity, his energy.
but they lost because of that specifically.
But without him, they're not even in the game.
But this is why they're not going to win. You can't have that as your, because that's what I'm saying. He's really good now, right? So he used the edge,
Okay.
to get his opportunities, to be seen. Like he's Canadian, like he had to get there in the first place.
Okay.
He's gotten there.
Yes.
Then he used his basketball skill
Yes.
to elevate.
Yes.
Now the antics just got to stop as a leader, because he's
But
not.
when do you stop the antics? Because sometimes these are the things that you use as your advantage. This is your trump card.
I'll tell you a story.
Because he says, I poke bears. That's his thing. I poke bears. He's like, LeBron likes people to bow down to him. Then I said, me not bow.
It was our last year of basketball and Mother Teresa.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go. Now I have to find it, but the result of this story was that I wrote a thing
Okay.
to the team that I handed out to them. It was laminated.
Whoa.
It was colored. There was some color in there, like
Before you do your schoolwork.
like colored printing was used, right? Laminated, and it was after we had lost a game at home, because I think in 3 years we only lost like 2 games at home when I was there, to Milliken fucking Mills.
Lose
Right.
to Milliken Mills?
Right.
Oh, man.
Right?
Well, who does that?
At home.
Oh, man.
So why I say this, because this is our last year, right? We had won 2 straight championships, been to OFSA. Fuck, I'd line up these Milliken Mills guy and I'll beat them fucking 11-3, right? I'm talking to y'all, but listen to the story, right? All of them, right? This is motherfucking Teresa playing Milliken Mills. In my letter, and I'm paraphrasing, it said something like, we lost to a bunch of motherfucking 6-footers at home playing our game. And I will tell you what happened at the end of the game.
Okay.
Under 30 seconds left.
Yes.
Out of bounds. We're on defense.
Yes.
I forget the exact score, but close enough that it matters, and I'm telling you this story. And I will tell you, Vern. They're like in a line or something like that. And you know, he gave me a little, and I just gave him like a whoom.
You shoved him.
I got teed up. Free throws, game over, we're done.
Oh, man. What did you do?
Right. In my letter,
You apologized.
I said, guys, well, this is, for the record, this was like the 3rd paragraph of my letter, guys. There was more to it, okay? All right? It was like, guys, you know me. I'm the most passionate motherfucking person out there. But I lost my shit. And I can't do that shit if we're going to win basketball games. I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'm going to find it. It's there. It's on the internet somewhere.
Okay.
After that game, and I handed out that, first of all, in the game, because I handed it out in the locker room of the next game. I remember I dunked that game after I handed that out. I handed it out. We were all hyped, right? We didn't lose another game until OFSA. We won like 6 or 7 straight after that one, went into OFSA. I mean, OFSA didn't finish as nice as we thought it would. But this is what I mean by Dylan Brooks. If you're a leader now, I can't let that happen. Everybody who watches this show long enough knows that this is the year that I'm talking about, that I walk out with the plaque that says that I'm the motherfucking most valuable player on Mother Teresa. It's a badge. You can call it what you want. Everybody can bad talk it if they want. You know what it is. And I lost us the game. Right?
Because you lost a little bit of control.
Lost control.
You let your passion take over.
Passion took over.
Passion over control.
Just like that. Boom, done. I can't wait to show you the fucking thing. It's still in a box. Oh, I hope it's still in a box somewhere. All right, so
That's a topic in our book club right now. We're reading a book called 7 Habits of
Mother
Highly
Teresa
Effective
MVPs?
People. No.
Right.
And passion over control is one of the segments.
Earlier,
So if he wants to start winning,
huh?
he's gonna have to
He's got to put it away, man.
he's got to
take the chip off.
put it away or channel it.
Take the chip off of your shoulder. You can hold it in your hand. You do what you want with it. We got to get it off your shoulder now. You're costing. You can't be doing that stuff. Costing again. So imagine how I felt walking out of that gym when I had to. Hey guys, you want to meet me at the court tomorrow, guys? We're gonna meet at Milliken tomorrow and play some ball from sun up to sundown, guys.
No, everybody's busy. No, we're busy.
No, they were there. They were fucking ready to be there so they could talk shit the whole time. Imagine Dylan Brooks now. Imagine if he didn't pull that bullshit. Then he would have eaten up, like you said, he would have eaten them up. They would have won the game and nobody can talk to him. Now they can just... Leader, yo. Bumbleclot. Get me all worked up.
But you gotta like Dylan Brooks. You can't say you don't like him.
I don't like Dylan Brooks.
You can't say that.
This is why I don't like Dylan Brooks.
Because he reminds you of yourself?
Nah.
He reminds me of me when I was young.
He hasn't learned his lesson yet. You gotta learn your lesson. You should have learned your lesson in high school.
This is his lesson. This is what got him here where he
This is true. Like, well, hey, look, I circled the check mark. I double check marked it, yo. He has made himself into top-notch basketball player. These are the things that are holding it back. Oh my goodness. All right. Earlier, I'd drawn an arrow here, and then I didn't get back to it as I'm navigating the madness here. You had talked about brand ambassadors So I had this written down here, which makes it a great segue-ish. Now, what are you brand ambassador of, is what it says here. So we're going to jump to you for a quick. We're going to segue this brand ambassador stuff because we hit on it. Because, you know, I had arrows. As you can see, there's extra arrows today.
All right.
All right. But now I'm stopping and pausing right here. It says big, little ambassador. I mean, I cheated and I wrote a little bit of my stuff that I'm an ambassador for. But what would you say that you're an ambassador of or for? From a brand perspective.
Brand perspective. When you're saying brand, you mean like brand out there in the world, or just
brand out there in the world? Brand right here in this business area here.
Okay.
Brand of brand.
Okay, so to answer that question, I'm a brand ambassador of Dope Haircuts in Markham. I am a brand ambassador of mentorship of young minds when they sit in my chair. I'm a brand ambassador of that. I'm a brand ambassador of honesty and integrity in the world.
Okay, you're cheating, guy.
Why am I cheating?
Brand.
Like Nike?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm a brand ambassador of Nike and Couture.
Yeah. Couture's on my list.
That's it.
That's it?
Nike and Couture.
Come on, that's it. Are there things?
I am the brand ambassador of Nike,
Yeah.
Couture Apparel,
Yeah.
the Zoorist Essentials, and Cal State Fullerton men's soccer team apparel, as long as the boy is on the team. Other than that,
The other things are good to be ambassadors of, like integrity.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, if we're talking about, you know, like brands, then those are the brands that I'm an ambassador of.
Like, how do you define this? Like, for example, I'm a brand ambassador for Couture because I sit down and I stand up. I never look in the mirror, for example.
Okay.
And then I go out and I know I'm good, right? So it's things that you just stand behind no matter what.
It's Nike, Couture Apparel, the Zoorist Essentials, and Fullerton men's soccer team apparel. And that's it.
That's it?
That's the only thing I stand behind. Anything else is whatever. Anything else is whatever.
Everything else.
Yeah.
You like it or you don't. Specifically because you like it or you don't, not necessarily because it's of the brand.
And Nike only because I've been conditioned all my life. Like
I've changed from
I'm Nike.
I'm open to others.
I'd like to be, but I'm
like I wear some Adidas here and there, but you know, 7 out of 10 shoes are Nikes. There's an Adidas or two in there, you know.
I often try to purchase other.
I got Adidas socks now, even. I got Adidas shoes. You got to get Adidas socks,
bro. When I see my kids buy anything other than Nike, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's how I feel. Like, what are you
trying to save
doing?
your money, Dad?
You loser. Like, what are you doing? But then I'm the loser because I'm the only one wearing Nike still. Like, who wears New Balance? Who does that?
I almost bought New Balance the other day.
Everybody except me. Everybody does that.
You ready for an old one?
Go.
I almost bought Skechers the other day.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I walked in Skechers last week. Like, not last week, last month. I walked in Skechers.
They float, yo.
I was like, nah, and I walked out. I was like, what am
The
I
reason
doing?
I didn't grab them is because they weren't the ones. They were on sale. They were like $30, but they weren't just the slip-ons. No way I'm buying Skechers and I'm tying my shoelaces, guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I am not bending down for these Skechers, yeah. No, I'm not putting that in. I just want to.
I'm not even looking at them.
Yeah.
Just
slip on and I'm walking on air, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't get them, yo. They just.
No way am I buying Skechers and tying my shoelaces.
Nah, guy. I am not a brand ambassador like that for Skechers, man. I'll tie my shoelaces for some Nikes for
That's
real.
funny.
For reals, yo. Jesus. Oh. Speaking of Jesus.
Oh. Whoa.
Are we allowed to do that on the internet these days? There are 9 days left until Christmas. All right. I have my 0 written down here. So it says 0 plus blank equals...
0.
0 plus 0 equals 0.
0.
Still no presents, what?
No presents.
What do you think? How are we feeling? We still got...
9 days to procrastinate.
Like there's a whole entire weekend in front of us.
Yeah.
And then weekdays
Yep.
before Christmas. We got lots of time.
Yep. There's lots of time. I got a whole Monday.
Right?
I still got a whole Monday.
Oh shoot. Yeah, son. I'm looking at a trip right now. If I take this,
You doing it?
like I might be away for Christmas.
Ooh.
I've never been away for Christmas, I don't think. Have I been away for Christmas? I
don't.
don't know if I've been away for Christmas.
We gotta go Jamaica.
It's either Jamaica or Mexico right now. Because I got 2. Just trying to figure it out.
What's the cost looking like on those?
I mean, it's still pretty expensive.
25 or less?
Less.
18?
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, take that.
Yeah, right?
Take that.
Yeah.
18, take that.
It wasn't until the second one that I saw, I was like, I have an itinerary in my head. I think I might.
Take that.
It'll make the season feel a little bit better, I think. You know what I mean? So, but it's funny, my own list keeps getting bigger, to be honest with you. So, we'll see. We'll see. You still got stuff on your? Are you still getting yourself stuff? Not really. You haven't bought anything. You haven't bought yourself. You're too busy cutting hair.
No, my manager, my landlord hit me with hit me with an unexpected bill. So anything that I was thinking of getting myself, I put it off till next Christmas.
Wait for my tax return, guy. Wait for my taxes. Oh boy. Was there a coach? And we were talking about sports earlier. Is there a coach? It says coaches. What does it say? Who enforce priorities? You were talking about habits earlier. Priorities. What do you think about coaches who enforce priorities? Is that more important than enforcing what? Who's the best guy? What's the alternate to that question? What's the multiple choice answers there?
Okay, so say that again.
Coaches who enforce priorities. How important is this? Do you find that important? Is it an important trait, an unimportant trait?
I find it's an important trait, depending on your staff, on your on who you got on your team. So, if you have a Kobe Bryant, you got a LeBron James, you got a Michael Jordan.
More reason?
I think less reason.
The filled triangle.
Yeah.
Maybe other people.
But I feel like if you got a Detroit Pistons, a ragtag bunch of guys,
priorities?
Enforce priorities.
What do you think?
San Antonio Spurs, you enforce priorities.
But San Antonio Spurs had arguably the best.
Yes, yeah.
Power forward of all time.
But that could be a result of.
Is it arguably, or is he the best power forward of all time?
I never loved him, so it's hard for me to say. But
yes, then.
And I hate that he's a power forward when he's like 7'4".
I mean, he beat up Shaq in his prime too. You know.
Beat up.
Yeah, I
don't think he ever beat up Shaq. Yeah, he won championships while Shaq was playing. But I think that's a team. I think that's a team.
Nobody screams Tim Duncan when they're talking about their top 5 or top 10. But
right. You got to give him his props.
That's like Curry.
I don't know. It's different.
No, Curry's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
But you're just telling me it was the rewind. 45 minutes. You were telling me LeBron's the GOAT. Curry is the better player during the last 15 years than LeBron James. Are you? No? I'm just asking. Don't you think?
I mean, Curry's my guy.
Because during LeBron's tenure,
Yeah.
Stephen Curry's been the best
Yes.
player overall for the culture, for the wins.
That's absolutely right. But there's the tenure now that he has longevity. He has the 23 years that people will argue that
But they can argue. But I can. So that argument is for LeBron versus Jordan. This guy's still in the quarterfinals. Like, you got to get past like Curry before you get there.
Yeah.
You got to get out. You got to get out of your fucking round robin, homie.
Fair. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I'm never gonna argue against Curry.
Curry's the best player during LeBron's tenure. And my favorite player during LeBron's tenure is Kevin Durant, I think. So Curry's the best player in the goddamn tenure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, to me, Curry's the best player ever. So there's that. But I'm just saying the way people will argue it is that LeBron's 23-year career will just compulsory make you feel like, all right, you know what? Nobody's ever done this. Nobody's ever competed at this level for this long, for this late in their career. But during the time period where Curry and LeBron were going at it, yeah, I believe. I'll never not believe Curry is not the best. Like, Curry put 48 points down last night after a long absence. Came back last night for the first time in a long time. Came off an injury, put 48 on them boys. So I mean, yeah, and he's working. He's working. You know, we say handicapped. You know, like handicapped with size, handicapped with athletic ability, and handicapped with height. And he's still putting in that work on this League of Giants.
So what you got to do, just for the record, everybody, this man cuts up the show very well, does it? Everything that you see, it comes from this guy's mind. What you got to do is you got to take that segment where you were talking about LeBron.
Yeah.
Right? Earlier in this show.
All right.
Same show, so it's it's loaded. Once this is loaded up, and then you take this, what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And you cut this up. And you'd be like, LeBron's the GOAT. And you'd be like, but Curry this. And you'd be like, LeBron's the GOAT, but you got to do like like that.
All right. Wow. It's that time of year again, ladies and gentlemen. The time where a lot of us have a lot of Christmas cheer, and some of us have Christmas jeer. The sleigh bells are ringing, and some of us the sad songs are singing. Because this is the time of the year where a lot of people's relationships go down in the drains. And it's only because there's a lot of pressure that comes along with Christmas. Christmas time is a time we should all be spending with family. But sometimes it becomes such an expensive burden that people leave their families. Don't let that be you. You be the type that dives head deep into Christmas and enjoy it with your family. Turn to your loved ones and say, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Sean.
Merry Christmas, Vince.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
Oh, it's funny. I don't like Christmas. I wrote one of the topics early before we started talking sports was, do you ever just want to not do it? Driving here.
By humbug.
Driving here. I didn't even want to do the show today. And we just did it. And it's something to say for the Merry Christmas stuff. Just fucking go with it sometimes.
Just do it.
Left foot, right foot. Press the fucking button. Whatever. Because when I got here, and then we just got into it, and then I got into a mode, and here we are. I got one more shitty for you. This is, are there any shitty shows that you're watching? Because I'm watching a really shitty show right now.
Shitty show.
The shitty show that I'm watching, everybody, is called Future Man on Netflix.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm not watching a shitty show, but
No, don't tell me about a good show. I want to know.
Carla and
I want to know if
Charlie
anybody has a shitty show. They're
Carla
watching.
and Charlie are watching a shitty show every night, and it's called Envidiosa.
Shitty show. It's not.
I think it's great. I think it's shitty.
It's
It's an
not.
Argentinian show.
It is no future, man. There's got to be the shitty. I'm so invested. I'm so invested.
Yeah.
It's 3 seasons, but it's like 30 minutes, you know? So when it's like, let me just get an episode in, and then you
Yeah.
get like 2 episodes in real quick.
Future Man. What's Future Man about?
I don't even want to tell you, man. Actually, I actually want to see what this says.
It's like what, 3 years now? 3 years in the making of that show?
3 seasons. I don't know about 3. I never heard of it until now. Future Man.
I think I've heard of it.
Oh man, it is the worst show ever. But I am so like.
I think I heard about it 3 years ago at least.
Like, look at the fucking. Even the freaking whatchamacallits. Like, look at that. It was said to be, what was it? Oh, The Last Starfighter. And oh man, he said it so perfectly. I forget this show. Hang on, I'm trying to find the. Janitor Josh Futerman leads a pretty boring life, spending much of his time playing video games when he's not working. Things change, though, when he beats a video game that the rest of the world has given up on, thinking it was unbeatable. After he defeats the game, mysterious visitors from the future appear. They put the world in danger, and Josh is the only person who can save it.
What is this, Pluribus?
He assembles a team to assist him as he travels through time, completing various missions as he does whatever he can to try to save Earth from the extraterrestrial visitors. Worst show ever, guys.
All right. I don't know if I told you this already, but I was on Instagram the other day and I saw one of my buddies posted a picture of him in Portugal. He's a soccer trainer here, and he went to Portugal, and I guess he's maybe doing some networking out there. So he was at Sporting Lisbon's soccer stadium, and he stood in front of their crest. They had a crest on their wall, right? And on the crest, it was like an eagle, and I forget what else was on the crest, but I saw the word pluribus uno. And I said, pluribus is a real word? So I Googled pluribus. You know pluribus? You know the word? Google it. I didn't know pluribus was a real word.
I think I heard. I don't know what it is. Pluribus. I'm gonna go with a meaning here. Oh yes, I did know this, but it was from watching a YouTube show about pluribus. The word pluribus is Latin and means many or from many, of many. It's usually associated with the phrase e pluribus unum, which means out of many one.
Bam.
And was considered the unofficial motto of the United States. Yes, this is why there's theories about exactly what's going to happen. So.
Okay. That blew my mind. I didn't know it was a real word. And then when I read it, it's like pluribus.
Pluribus.
Many. Out of many one. Sidebar, that's Jamaica's motto. Out of many one people. Land of wood and water.
I got 2 things left on here. Number 1, I got my scratch tickets today. And it's funny. I don't scratch my scratch tickets.
Neither do I.
My mom scratches my scratch tickets.
Oh, not mine.
So I'll buy these and I'll take them home, and there's a spot.
So you give it to the good energy god.
I put them on the table, and then she'll come, and there's a spot where if it doesn't win, goes on this side.
Okay.
And if it's a winner, we go on this side. But because we want to make sure, then we scan them. So the left ones are pretty sure, usually pretty good that we didn't win anything. The funny thing is, it's when you were talking about Christmas, and now I'm trying to get back into the Christmas spirit and end the year on a good. What she does, she has this system for it, and what she doesn't realize is I don't give a shit. And when I say I don't give a shit, it is just the good cheer when I bring the tickets and put it down, and her eyes light up.
Okay.
Because she's like, when you win, you got to put this over here and this over here. I'm just like, every time I just take it and I buy more tickets just to throw them down and say, have fun with your tickets. She got her system. All this to say, you got to find the good with the bad a little bit sometimes, and especially in this time, as you mentioned. Usually we start with the whatchamacallit. But since you talked about this time, we're gonna maybe close or come close to closing with it.
All right.
Because it's about 2025 and closing. This one's deep. That's what she said. This weekend, everybody, I received a text message and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Nothing." And it was a good friend of mine, said, "Come on over." And I was like, "What's going on?" And they were like, "Just come on over." So I came over. Hadn't seen him in a little bit. So I'm going to shout out his business. It is Stay Home Forever Inc. That is at Stay Home Forever Inc. This good man is in front of a business that takes care of loved ones, tries to help out older folk, and provides services that can support family members in times of need, and all that good stuff. So stayhomeforever.ca. This says here that we look to take care of seniors when it's related to just their retirement, dementia, Alzheimer's, and palliative care. Also support children and behavior challenges. So check out at Stay Home Forever Inc. Shout out to the man, Big Dane. And yeah, everybody check that out. If you need some help, they can help you and guide you to get support for some of our older family members, younger ones as well. But, you know, we're all getting old now. We want to make sure our parents are well taken care of and things like that. So take the opportunity to check them out and see what they offer. Word to Big Bird.
And we're back.
Ready for this one?
Let's go.
It says 2025 wasn't easy, but look at everything you overcame and made it out of on the other side. This year asked so much from you. Strength you didn't know you had, patience you weren't sure you could hold, and faith that was hard to cling to. Yet despite it all, here you are. If there's one thing you should be taking into 2026 with you, it's this. You deserve to recognize how far you've come. Every moment you kept going when life felt heavy, every lesson you absorbed, every boundary you set yourself, every piece of healing you allowed yourself to work through, it all matters. The universe knows you carried more this year than most people will ever realize. As you read this, I hope you feel that acknowledgement in your chest. The quiet truth that you've grown, risen, and held on in ways that weren't always visible. 2025 didn't break you, it shaped you into someone stronger and ready for what comes next. So for all the people that were spoken of earlier, either struggling through this season, struggling through the year, take that, feel that in your chest. We made it so far.
Yes, sir. Yes, we did.
No matter what happened, no matter who it happened to.
Jeez.
Here we are, all right?
Some things have happened to some people, and some people have persevered through it.
Some things that you don't even know happened to some people, and they persevered through it.
There's that. There's that.
Right? So be nice to people. You never ever fucking know. I guess I shouldn't have sworn during that segment, but you really never fucking know. So what do you think of this? How's your 2025? Does that remind you To big up your chest for making it this far?
Of course. Reminds me to big up my chest for making it this far. Gives me the reminder to appreciate myself, appreciate the people around me. There's some who had some close calls. Also, there's some who didn't get to make it through the close calls. You know, but every situation is a lesson. Every experience is an opportunity for newly acquired wisdom.
You got to learn from it. There's always some sort of lesson. You might not figure it out right away. You might figure it out a couple months later, a couple years later, but there's always a lesson.
And you might, and I was telling, who was I telling this quite recently, but you might not even realize at the time that you've learned a lesson until somebody else comes to you with an issue that now you can draw back on your experience and say, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I've experienced this before.
Yep. Or even...
I didn't understand that.
That means that was done.
Well, play it again. Play it again if you didn't understand it. No, but for real. Very important. What is it? You made it through all the hard times. If you're hearing this right now, you made it through all the hard times that you've been through. So big up your chest for that. And like I said earlier, even on the days that you just don't want to do it, sometimes you just do it. And then there you are. So 9 days till Christmas.
9 days till Christmas, y'all. Pizza in the Break Room, episode 129. I'd like to thank y'all for continuously joining us, watching what we do, supporting, communicating, commenting in the chats, liking, and subscribing. And if you haven't done any of those things, we implore you, press the button.
You're watching, just click.
Press the button. T. Hotshot Couture J.